Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I was going to do my Halifax, well I did do my Halifax preview as I put on social media, but I had a similar problem with my Q&A. It uploaded upside down, so that's why I've got Elliot to record it rather than me talking in front of the camera. So this will definitely work, so you definitely have the preview. I'm filming this on Thursday evening, so this will be up probably Friday morning, so I'm going to refer to the game as tomorrow. So let's get into the video. So our opponents is Dover Athletic FC. Their nickname is the Whites. They were founded in 1983, which is 35 years ago. Their stadium is Crable Athletic Ground. The capacity is 5,745 with 1,010 seats. Their manager is Chris Kinnear, been there for 5 years, and obviously was heavily linked to our job when Steve Davis got sacked. And their FA Trophy run so far, because obviously this is an FA Trophy fixture, they, in the first round, beat Eastbourne Borough at home 3-0, and in the second round, beat Marine 4-3 at home. So I don't know where Marine are, but they obviously give them a really good game. As you can see, 4-3, but I think they're like 3-4 divisions below, so fair play to them for that. The league position in the National League is 6th, so they're obviously doing quite well in the National League. And when we played them earlier on in the season, it was a 1-1 draw, and that was the game that I didn't actually go to, and Elliot vlogged. The home kit is white with black shorts and socks, so that's what they'll obviously be playing in tomorrow. And they have former O's centre-back Connor Essam, who briefly played for us under Ian Hendon at the start, sort of just the first season in League Two, and I thought he was alright for us, and then after Hendon, when he didn't really get much of a look in. They had ex-Orient manager Andy Hessenthaler managed them for 3 years, from 2007 to 2010, and then when Hessenthaler was gone, Ian Hendon took over for a year. So two former Orient managers there who have managed Dover, and they won promotion to the National League in 2014 through the playoffs. So when we was in our playoff final against Rotherham to get to the Championship, they were in the National League South playoff final to get to the National League, which they did. Now we're ending up meeting, obviously this is not a league game, but they are in our league, and we will be going back to these lot in about a month's time, I think. So that could be interesting depending on today's result, tomorrow's result. The distance from Leyton is 77 miles, so it's not too much of a long journey for our fans. So I think I'm going to make a little prediction with the attendance. I'm going to say maybe 600-700 Orient fans. So I mean, we played at Ebbsfleet this season, brought around that, and that's obviously not much further. Same with Gillingham, that sort of travelling fan. So the distance is not that bad. We've been in Kent a few times this season. Let's talk about deadline day yesterday. So we brought in first Ekpieta from East Thurrock. I think that's how you say his name. Apologies if I've got that wrong, but I mean it is a bit of a hard name to pronounce. So yeah, we signed him on loan, not on loan. We've loaned him back out to East Thurrock. We've signed him on a permanent deal. Apparently he's been really good for East Thurrock this season. Obviously Michael Clark, who is our player, is on loan with him at East Thurrock, and they obviously building up a partnership together. I think East Thurrock have done alright in the FA Trophy as well. They've beaten Aldershot and they beat another National League side in the last round. I'm not too sure who it was, but they've been the giant killers so far. I've said on the channel that that was a team I wanted to avoid. Luckily we have. Obviously later on in the evening on deadline day, we've brought in James Brophy, who made 10 appearances for us while he was on loan earlier on in the season. For me, best bit of business that we could have done in the window. You know, a very quick play, still only 23. We've paid a lot of money for him according to Martin Ling, so I don't think this was a gamble, because I mean, if we didn't know what he was like, then yeah, maybe a bit of a gamble to pay the money we have, but it's not, because he played for us earlier on in the season, like I say, as that has impressed with us earlier on in the season, and you know, a lot of O's fans wanted him back. Obviously that was under Steve Davis, not Justin Edinburgh, but I still think under Justin Edinburgh he'd probably be able to get even more out of him. So let's talk about the game tomorrow, Dover. It's obviously going to be a tough one, 6th in the National League. We are 17th, obviously the 3 points against Halifax on the Tuesday night moved us above Halifax and Hartlepool. So we're looking better off, 5 points off the drop zone as well now. So yeah, we're looking at on the up as well. But Dover, like I say, 6th in the National League, doing very well. Obviously won in their previous 2 games in this competition, of course, otherwise we wouldn't be having this fixture. But their run in this trophy has been quite easy, like ours. You know, we had Haringey in the first round and Bognor in the second round. They've had Eastbourne, Borough and Marine, so they haven't had it tough. But I think, for me, this is the game. Whoever wins out of our fixture will go on to win this trophy, because there's been a lot of upsets from smaller teams beating some big clubs in this trophy. You've obviously got no Wrexham, no Tranmere, no Dagenham. So you've got teams out there who at the start were favourites. Even Hartlepool aren't in it anymore. So it is sort of, I think, for us, there for the taking, because this is a competition that I've said for a long time. I want to win this. This is the best chance we're going to get to go to Wembley all season. You know, no playoffs is obviously never going to happen. We're not going to get promotion. So this is the best chance to get some silverware. And at Orient, we don't do that a lot. So it would be nice to get to Wembley. And I believe we can win this competition, definitely. Looking at the lineup, I feel like Brophy will definitely come into the lineup. I think, you know, Edinburgh obviously has played full strength teams against, you know, in the previous 2 rounds, even against Haringey and Bognor. And I feel it will be the same. It will be the full strength team out. So I think my score prediction, I'm going to have it on here early. I'm going to say 4-1 to us. I'm going to go for a bit of a big score, and Dover fans, I'm not being smug about this. I'm not saying we're going to... Well, I am kind of saying we're going to smash you, but I very much expect a tough game. That's just sort of the optimism in me. I think we might prove a few people wrong, because I think, you know, Justin Edinburgh really wants to win this competition as well. So I think he'll fire them all up and make sure we give a good performance and make sure that we, you know, come off the pitch with a win. I did see on Twitter early on that Orient have said and confirmed that if this game is a draw, it will go on to a replay on Tuesday at Brisbane Road. So hopefully we can avoid having a replay, because, I mean, obviously it means more matches and, you know, we don't really want that. Probably neither the Dover, so hopefully we can just get the job done tomorrow. But for now, that is the end of this video. But obviously it was a new idea, so let me know what you think. The Halifax one didn't go through, but this one obviously has. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you at the game tomorrow. Up the O's.